hold on till the end. That's what I intend to do. I'm hopelessly devoted to you. But now there's nowhere to hide since you pushed my love aside. I'm out of my head, hopelessly devoted to you. Hopelessly devoted to you. Hopelessly devoted to you. Wow! Hi everyone, it's so good to see you. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. How are you? Get some water in, because I don't usually start out streams with belts, but let's just say Grease came on one of my mixes while I was working today, and I was like, you know what? I want to sing some Grease. It's been a while since I've sang some Grease. I'm going to sing some Grease. As for stuff that's been going on lately, I always feel like I have nothing to say much, just because, like, not a lot has been happening. I've gone on a date with Louie, though. It was very nice. We read some books together, and overall, I had a pretty solid week, all things considered. Although, we got a lot of snow in the village, so when Louie went to go to, like, a council meeting, he tried to open the door, and the door wouldn't budge. So he's like, what the fuck is going on? So he climbs out one of the windows, and he realizes that we are literally buried in snow. So he had to come back inside for a moment, put on like a bunch of winter gear, and dig a path out from the door so that way we could get outside the house. Oh, he was not happy that day. I can tell you that right now. He was not happy to be shoveling snow that early in the morning, but it worked out. He made it to his council meeting. But good lord, that was a lot of snow. I had a lot of fun with the snow, though. I actually, so for those who don't know, I'm starting to really like winter, and one thing that Sammy brought from her world was a full snowsuit. So sometimes when I'm done with my chores and stuff, I will put on the snowsuit and I will just plop into the snow outside. Like, it's cold as shit, don't get me wrong. I don't stay out there super long, but I'll just plop into the snow in my backyard and I will just lay there for a while. Louie will join me though. Louie will be like, oh, is this what we're doing? And I'm like, yeah, do you want to join me over here? Like after his council meeting, he knew where to find me. He was like, with all this snow, my wife's probably in the backyard. So he just joined me. Like, he has snow pants, and we just laid there for a while, just like enjoying the snow. It was really fun. But yeah, other than that, not much has been going on. I'm gonna pass it over to Sammy so she can update you guys on her week, and also so she can give the safety warnings for this stream. So, Sammy! Hi everyone, it is so good to see you. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Since last stream, I'm not gonna lie, it's been, oh boy. To put it mildly, my patience was tested multiple times, and I'm just over here like, what the fuck? Also, hi Salty, it's so good to see you. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. How are you? And let's just say I had to practice a lot of breathing. I did not like this. It just, like, the kid I'm talking about where, like, I'm willing you, oh, I'm getting to it. My patience was tested this week. It's like, this kid has been doing pretty good. So the idea that, like, suddenly he just, like, regressed again, I'm just like, you gotta be But one of my coworkers has a theory that maybe the reward system we've been using is starting to die out. So luckily, I have some new rewards I can use for him. So hopefully that works out. Hopefully we can get that started. I'm crossing my fingers. What else happened this week? Oh yeah, if you guys remember last stream, or a stream before, I can't remember which one, I had discussed the idea of potentially, once, I get my driver's license and I feel ready for it, about becoming a professor, at a college. I almost said my college name. At the college I graduated from, and I talked to my my supervisor, because she recently became a professor at a university, like part-time, and I asked her, like, do you think that this is something I could do, like, based on, like, what I've told you? And she actually gave me approval. She just, like, I mean, I don't see why not. You've been really doing good at the mentoring thing for a bunch of these placement students, so I don't see why not you can't get your teaching session started. And I don't know, the idea that she, as somebody who's, like, seen, like, multiple students, seen multiple EAs over the years, had basically said, yeah, you can do that. I don't know, it was kind of heartwarming a little bit. Especially since, keep in mind, this is the supervisor who has seen me break down time and time again when shit hit the fan. And she was still like, no, you can do it. I have faith. So yeah, needless to say, once I get that driving license under gear, I should be reaching out to my college and be like, hey, like, what does it take to become a seminar professor? Like, what do I need? Is there anything that I should do? Or do I have what it takes? So we're gonna see. At a nondescript college, yes. Nah, you got that, I believe. Thank you, Salty. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. That's so sweet. In other news, I've been playing a lot of D&D with another Dungeons & Dragons group than I normally do. It's the same DM that I've always had, but it's a bunch of different players. I'm the only returning player in this group, and it's kind of refreshing to see how different people play D&D. Like, I love my current group, don't get me wrong. I love, and adore my groups. However, I was really excited to see how these two players would play, because one of them is someone I've known longer than my DM. He is like, I've known him for almost 11 years at this point. Oh, you've played D&D? What was your favorite class? I need to know, what was your favorite class? It's so seeing new people and new sessions, yeah. And this is coming from someone, by the way, who is a DM, and I've run D&D for kids. So I'm kind of used to that whole, like, experience of, like, them new players not necessarily knowing how to play and having to guide them through the experience. So I'm kind of used to that. But in this case, since I'm a player, I kind of have to wait it out and see, like, if they need help. But it was really fun. They caught on really quickly, and this was only session 2 of a one-shot. This was kind of a tester to see if they would want to do, like, a campaign. And it looks like we are going to be doing a campaign, which I am very excited for. I'm playing Alicia, my little rogue. I can't say too much because her backstory has not been revealed yet, and I know that one of the players uses my streams, like the VODs, as, like, background noise when he's working. Hey, Oscar, I hear you. I see you over there. Well, I'm gonna get a text in a bit being like, Sammy, I heard that. But yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. So I'm very excited to see where that journey takes, like, our party. I'm very excited. And I'm still also playing in, like, the other campaigns that I've been in. They're on a little bit of a hold due to scheduling, but I should be able to get a session in for one of them on the 9th, which I'm so excited for, because, like, there has been development for my character. I cannot wait. Ah! Sorry. Warlock, all that good lore and flavor. Yes, Warlock is good. I will say, Warlock, I always say to my students when I run D&D for them, hey, I don't recommend Warlock for your first time playing D&D, just because Warlock has a lot of limitations. They are very powerful, but they have a lot of limitations, and this could potentially get a little annoying for you. So I would recommend playing a different class first, and then for your second run, do Warlock if you still want to give it a try. But you need to learn the mechanics of D&D before you get into all that. Although I tire of spamming Eldritch Blast sometimes. Yeah. Artificer is fun too. 100%. My favorite will always be Bard. Bard is my personal favorite. It's because I am a performer at heart. I started out as a singer, then migrated over to voice acting, and now I am the voice actress behind a VTuber. If you want to bring immersion, I am the voice actress behind Aurora Liam-Reese, who, for those who don't know, this is some lore for you guys, Aurora was my very first D&D character. She was the very first character that I had ever played in D&D, and because I couldn't let her go is why she's a VTuber now. So there's a little hot lore there for you guys. She is my lovely little bard. I love her to death. I love voicing her, and it's just something so heartwarming to me. I'm an acapella. Get out of town! You are actually. That's really fucking cool. Awesome. Oh, that's really cool. Thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, no, D&D is something that, like, is very big and personal to me. Salty, you may not know this about me because I don't see you often on my streams. I am an educational assistant at an elementary school, and I studied child and youth care studies, which means I specifically help kids from just like around grade 1 to about grade 12, maybe a little bit beyond that if like they are special needs. And one of the things that is really unique to my approach is that I am very big into D&D. I specifically, in my college research assignment, which every student has to do in that program, I dedicated myself to proving that Dungeons and Dragons can be used as a good tool for social learning, as well as an activity where kids can form friendships outside of sports. Because here's the thing, while sports is great, don't get me wrong, sports is fantastic for making friendships. The problem is not every kid is going to be into sports, and some kids can't even play sports due to physical or mental limitations. However, D&D can be a gateway for them to learn about those friendship building skills, teamwork skills, and it's a way for them to kind of escape reality for a second, to try some things that wouldn't be specifically, we'll say, good in real life, but they have that outlet. And that is what I've seen consistently over the course of like my time running D&D. I've actually run D&D for over 100 children so far. I think, if I do the math correctly, I think I've run it for 130 children in total over the past 3 years. Most of the time it's been in groups. I've also run D&D for just one player. That's the one I'm doing this year, just because my duties are really piling up this year, so I can't run D&D during recess. But I do have time with one little student, and I've been approved to run D&D with just him, and it's been really great. I've been having an absolute blast. It is something very near and dear to my heart. I love D&D, and yeah. But with that being said, we are here to play Vampire Therapist. And with Vampire Therapist, for the regulars here, y'all know what's coming. We gotta go over our content warnings. Woo! Trying to make this funnier. Alrighty, so Vampire Therapist, as indicated by the title of this game, you are playing a therapist, which means you are going to be dealing with some of the darkest secrets that somebody has to divulge in a therapy session. So this means that there's going to be a lot, and I mean a lot, of triggering subject matter in this game. So if any of the following topics already trigger you just from a mention, please do not hesitate to leave stream. At the end of the day, your well-being is the priority of me and by extension Aurora. So if you feel that any of these topics already trigger you, please don't hesitate to leave stream and focus on some self-care. Your well-being is much more important than missing one stream. Take care of yourself. So, Vampire Therapist features the following: war, abuse, sexual oppression, suicidal idealization, religion, addiction, self-harm, guilt, suffering, and violence, violence. Once again, if any of these topics trigger you, please do not hesitate to leave stream. We will see you another time when the stream topic is much more catered to your well-being. Again, I want you guys to be safe. We cover a lot of difficult topics on these streams, and at the end of the day, I want you guys to feel like this is a safe environment. So if these already trigger you, please don't hesitate to leave stream. Now, let's say that you feel, as of right now, you're okay with these topics. You're like, okay, I think I can handle this. But later on in stream, when they come up, and you feel like your well-being is at risk, we do have a backup. This would be the safety lines command, which I feature in the title in case you guys need a reference. But when you type in safety lines, you will get a message in chat that basically shows a variety of crisis hotlines. Now, for the record, crisis hotlines are meant to be used when you feel your well-being is at risk. If you or someone else's life is actually at risk, like you are literally close to dying, do not call a crisis hotline. Call 911. It could save a life. However, if you need somebody to talk to, we have, for Canada, talksuicide.ca. For USA, we have 988 Lifeline. And for any other region, you can use a Find a Helpline website. At the end of the day, these are here just in case if, let's say, you get through like maybe half of the stream and suddenly a topic really catches you off guard and you feel like everything is collapsing around you. This is to ensure you guys are safe. Now, one thing I also have to mention about this game is this game does use strategies similar to CBT therapy, cognitive behavioral therapy, but you should not consider this game a training tool for you to use a strategy or to psychoanalyze your friends. This is not a replacement for a college course. Now, this is the big rule on a lot of VTuber chat rules lists, so I am going to say it. Everyone from the top, I am not your therapist! First off, in regards to Aurora, she has a lot of issues that she is still working through. While things have been getting better, there's a lot that she is working through herself. Do you really want to put your issues on somebody who is already still struggling to deal with her own? Let that sink in. Now, as for myself, as I mentioned earlier in the stream, I am an educational assistant, and my training included counseling training focused on children. However, I am not trained to do this for adults. I am trained to do this for children and youth, and that's about it. I don't really want to work on my day off, so please do not expect me to be your therapist. I may mention some things throughout the experience if like it relates to my own experience with counseling, and whether it be like my own personal experience being like a patient. Because yes, fun fact, I have received counseling. It is a thing for me. But also, I have done counseling for kids. I have counseled a fair chunk of children. However, I am not going to do that on my day off, so please don't expect that from me. But with that being said, we are going to dive into Vampire Therapist. And if you guys would like to bring me back at any point during the stream, feel free to redeem saving mode, and I will pop out for 10 minutes at a time based on the amount of redeems. But with that being said, here's Aurora. I'm Alright, let's get into Vampire Therapist. Whoa, okay, it loaded. Perfect. Let's get turned up a little bit. There we go. That way you guys can hear the dialogue. And yes, for the record, I did load chat on my phone. I was not being a lazy butt this time. Alright, let's continue. We're gonna find this Bach hater. I have a feeling it's gonna happen. I have a good feeling in my gut that's gonna happen today.
Now I'm getting close to solving this Bach mystery. I can feel it.
Also, please let me know if the audio is too loud or if it's too quiet.
I think tonight's the night I check out the graveyard.
Here we go.
Oh, hey, Bert. What do you know about the local graveyards?
Birdie! I love him! Oh, you like the graveyards. Okay.
Oh, yeah? Can you give me some directions? Uh-huh. And then? Actually, can you repeat all that?
Sam! You didn't catch that?
Oh, that way. Well, thanks, Bert. You have yourself a fine night.
Have fun, mate.
Oof, dang. This place is a lot spookier than the graveyards back home.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest, like, this is nothing new to me. I've seen graveyards like this.
Wouldn't want to be stuck in them tombs. Wonder how often vampires get locked away here.
Probably often.
If there's a vampire hiding out here, I'll find him. Looks like someone's been here, that's for certain.
It's... Why the fuck is it telling me to search? I am not a graveyard. I'm going to hide and wait. The rogue's way is to hide and wait.
I've done my fair share of ambushes. I can wait this sucker out as long as I need to. Oh, wish I had one of them fancy rectangles right about now.
Wait. Sam, you don't have a phone? I'm from another world, and I have a fucking phone! Sam!
I'd be playing Capillary Crush or something.
Is that like a vampire parody of Candy Crush?
I guess my attention span's not what it used to be either. Oh, dang it. Maybe there ain't no one here right now. Guess it was too much to hope that this backhasser would drop in my lap. Oh, well, guess I'll head back. Dun, 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 yeah.
Aber halten, Schweinehund! Singt nicht seine verwirrten Melodien!
Oh!
Holy shit, who the heck are you?
Englisch! Raus hier, Englisch! Lass mich in Ruhe!
Look, hombre, I ain't here to hurt you.
Ich verstehe Ihre schmutzige Sprache nicht! Raus mit euch!
You're a Bach, ain't you? I'm here to help.
Bach! Ich? Wilhelm Friedemann Bach ist nicht ein Bach! Nein, es gibt nur einen Bach! Keine Söhne, keine Töchter! Wir sind alle tot! Tot! Hörst du?
I don't know what the heck he's saying, but I know there are some distortions in there. I'll try some of my old favorites.
Verstehst du denn nicht? Ich bin ein Nichts! Es gibt nur einen Bach und der ist tot!
So unlike Sam, I actually have a translator app. It didn't mean to translate from Japanese, excuse me. I'm assuming this is German because we're in Germany. German. Don't you understand? I am nothing. There's only one stream, and it is to... Let me see if I can fully... I am nothing. There's only one stream, and it is dead. I am nothing. Nosferatu thinking?
I heard something
No.
about but all is a pretty...
Was? Sie wissen nichts. Nichts. Alle Bach sind tot, bis auf einen.
What? They know nothing. Nothing. All the Bachs are dead except for one.
Yeah. Dang it. Well, shucks. I guess that's what I get for giving therapy to someone who didn't ask for it.
This is true.
I don't think these distortions are gonna do the job. Only one thing I can do can help.
Lass mich Englisch. Das ist ein Friedhof. Lass mich in Frieden leiden.
Leave me alone, English. This is a graveyard. Let me suffer in peace. Compassion.
Listen, you're scared, I know. It's normal to be scared.
Eh?
You're right to be scared. There's a lot to be afraid of, friend. But not me. I would never think of hurting you.
Was? Was machst du denn? Ich...
What are you doing?
You don't gotta be alone, amigo. I got you.
Nicht allein?
Not alone?
Fella, I don't know your language, but I know a man who does. You wanna come with? We can get you some help.
Wait. Andy!
Komm mit.
Let's see. Oh, that's like gibberish for come meet.
That's right, fella. We can help you commit.
Commit.
Komm mit. Jawohl.
Come along. Yes, indeed.
Come on, compadre. Let's get you some help. And maybe a bath. Well, another case closed for Sam Walls.
Woohoo!
My dear friend, I am looking forward to watching you work tonight.
I'm glad I can provide a little entertainment for a 3,000-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
It might not be that amusing to watch, though. Momo and Reza seem to be a little bit more accepting of each other's differences.
Well, you never know. It could be the calm before the storm. They could be coming in, like, ready to fight each other, just so you know.
I believe it is so, but our relationship is always work. If we are properly living, or unliving, our humanity only becomes more complex with age.
This is true.
I gotta confess, I'm a little out of my element in that department. I haven't had a real relationship since I died.
Mm-hmm. As we've noticed. Like, here's the thing, Sam. You did worse than how I would have done. And I never asked, like, Louis out. And yeah, you did worse. Let that sink in. You did worse than somebody who's never had to ask anybody out. Where do I start?
A pity for the vampire dating world that you are not part of it. It is bad out there, Samuel.
Voice of experience, huh?
At my age, I am the voice of experience by default. I only hope to learn from those experiences. In truth, I prefer to date mortals. Vampires tend to live in the past, but mortals have no option but to live in the present.
Maybe I can ask you a few questions about it.
Vampire age gaps.
I've been meaning to ask. You're a heck of a lot older than Crimson. Ain't that a little weird?
Admittedly, yes. Crimson gets few of my references. She was not present for the end of antiquity, the classical world, the Dark Ages, feudalism, or imperialism.
Doesn't that create some problems? She's got a lot less experience than you do.
I cannot disrespect her for this. Her experience is unique to her, and that is what I try to appreciate. But I admit we are often frustrated with one another. She finds my resistance to technology difficult, but I was around for several industrial revolutions, so I do not see how she can be so cavalier about the dangers of technology. She is impatient about the slow advancement of human rights, like Reza, but I value her fiery spirit. Even you, my friend, have juvenile impatience at your tender vampire age, but this is what makes both you and Crimson attractive.
You sure it just ain't the allure of young flesh?
Well, we are not supposed to say that part out loud. I suppose I seek to hold on to my youth and openness to the passage of time, just as Momo does.
Provided it's with adults. Just as a friendly reminder, Andy only goes for adults when it comes to mortals. Oh, God. I'll save the sex for the last bit.
Seems like our kind don't go in for monogamy much. Why is that?
Vampires are complex. We experience either a deep understanding or a deep rejection of our own humanity. It is highly unlikely that one person can fulfill all our needs. Crimson's younger partners provide her with something different from what an ancient vampire offers, and I feel no jealousy when she engages with them. And Crimson cannot fulfill certain desires of mine, not because of unwillingness, but because of simple biology and age. I will spare you the details.
Well, thanks for that.
Okay, I'm no stranger to this topic, but about sex?
So everyone knows we vampires are horny bastards. How does that change in a vampire relationship?
I've heard that description about gnomes. And to be honest, I didn't believe it. Until, you know, Louis started kicking in. Then I fully believed it.
We get kinkier and more experimental. Our disgust at the unconventional lessens with familiarity. A relationship can be a safe space for a vampire to explore.
Oh, shucks, I don't think there's much wrong with conventional sex.
Yeah, there's not much wrong.
Are you sure you must return to the United States, my friend? There is much to explore here.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Enough about vampire relationships.
Well, I think the best way for me to learn about vampire relationships is probably to be in one.
Are you looking for love, my friend?
Well, not looking exactly. But if a John Muir type lands in my lap, I ain't gonna turn him away.
Oh, Samuel, it has been more than 100 years since John Muir died.
Yeah, I know. I gotta move on. Like I said, I won't turn down an opportunity if it comes up.
I hope not, my friend. But hark, I believe I hear our couple approaching. Choose your distortions well.
Logical fallacy. Disqualifying the positive. Emotional reasoning. Always right. Actually, blaming? Overgeneralization.
Got my tools ready. Time for some therapy.
Let's do this!
Very good, Samuel. May your compassion and patience lead your clients to more contented nights.
Thanks, Andy. Evening, gentlemen. How we doing tonight?
I fucking knew it! Sam, you said that they were getting along. I knew for a fucking fact things were gonna go down the shitter. But did you listen? No. Also, thank you so much for the alert, Colin! Like, I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. But did they listen? No. Well, to be fair, Sam can't fucking hear me. But I knew shit was gonna go down.
Salam, Mr. Waltz. I think I'm feeling good tonight.
Okay, Reza's doing okay. Okay, we can work with this.
I'm glad to hear that, Reza. You all right there, Momo?
Oh, hello, Raven! It's so good to see you! Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. How are you? And thank you for putting on my glasses. Also, guys, please follow Raven. They are an amazing fellow streamer, and they're also a good friend of the channel.
No, I am not all right, and I believe I have you to blame for it.
Excuse?
Me? Well, what did I do?
You put all sorts of funny ideas into dear Reza's head, and now he has lost his mind thanks to you.
I should have used blaming. Fuck, but look. I'm living. Just started my new job last week, but I joined during peak, so... Oh, so I imagine it's been a little bit busy. I hope you're resting at least. Are you doing okay?
Well, maybe we better lay our cards on the table. What's been going on? Why do you think Riz has lost his mind?
Well, go ahead, Reza. Take your shirt off and show the man what you have done to yourself.
Huh?
Well, all right.
Hey, that's a fine tattoo, friend. I ain't never been inked myself. I'm a little afraid of needles. What's it mean?
Whoa! Whoa! That's cool! Wait! He got a tattoo to, like, cover up his bullet wounds! Whoa! Sorry. Okay. So, not for me personally. It's not a thing that I ever considered for my scars because, well, my scars are all over my body and I don't want to be fully inked up if you catch my drift. But this is fucking cool. Oh, actually, Musa did the same thing for his back. He got a big tattoo covering all of the scars on his back and he showed me part of this, like, the tattoo, and it was on the spine of the tattoo. It was so fucking cool. I love the idea of tattoos. They are super cool. I personally wouldn't do it just because of my own personal experience with my own past and having being hurt a lot. So I get really scared at the idea of needles. Like, literally the only person who has ever, like, been close to my head or my body with a needle, was Louis. Like, you can't see it on my model, but, recently, I asked Louis to pierce my ears. I don't have my ears pierced, but because, our wedding's coming up, and I want to be able to heal properly for the wedding, I asked Louis a long time ago, if he could be the one to pierce my ears because, well, I can only trust him with sharp things near me and not flinch. So he did it. He did actually pierce my ears. It took a little convincing, but I was like, look, you have a steady hand. I trust you on this. And he did. He did. And now I've been wearing, like, studs to basically keep the openings open for my wedding. And they're cute. I like them personally. But yeah, needless to say, I can understand the idea of, like, getting a cover-up tattoo. Look-y, thought you were gonna say you got the tattoos. No, because I can still see it over there. I can still see it over there. But I remember from previous sessions, he showed, like, the bullet wounds. Like, that's where he got shot. Tries to press the DJ. Hi, Virus. It's so good to see you. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. How are you? Needles to say. Hey! Actually, before we get back to the game, I know Sammy is considering getting a tattoo. This is true. I am considering getting a tattoo. So I have nothing to cover up in terms of, like, cover-up tattoos. But, as you guys may know at this point, I've gone through a lot in my life. And one thing that I have considered getting is a bandage tattoo. I don't know where I'm gonna put it. I've been torn between putting it on my back or putting it on my ankle. But the idea behind a band-aid tattoo is that you've overcome some immense trauma and you are moving past it. And I've done that. So I'm thinking about getting a little band-aid with a heart in it. The only thing, okay, this is the only thing about me and tattoos. I want to ask my dad for his tattoo place. But I've been a little shy to ask my dad. Because here's the thing. The reason why I want to ask my dad, it's because he has gotten a lot of tattoos over the past and they have recovered, like, beautifully. The only thing is that, like, I know my dad doesn't make a lot of money, so I know that these tattoos are also affordable. But can you imagine going up to your own father and being like, hey, Dad, where'd you get your tattoos? I want to get one. Like, it's a little awkward, and, like, the idea of your own daughter getting inked up is a little concerning, so I'm worried about asking him. I kind of want to do it, though. You know, fuck it. I'm gonna text my dad. Okay, I did it. Okay, Band-Aid ripped off. I asked my dad. I just texted my dad saying, hey, Papa, random question. Where do you get your tattoos done? I've been thinking about getting one for a while and wanted to ask you. Okay, but I ripped the Band-Aid off. I asked my dad. So, who knows? Maybe, sometime on stream, I'll show off some ink. Who knows? I'm kidding. I'm not gonna get a tattoo that fast. But, you know, maybe someday in the future, I'll be showing off that tattoo. I am here. Ooh, okay. So we've had a rough week. I see, Varus. I thought getting the G-Shock G logo. Ooh. Partly because G-Shocks are tough and I want to try to be mentally stronger. Also, it just looks cool. That's a beautiful idea. I like that, Virus. That's a great idea. I would say, like, if you can afford it, I support you in it. And you will... I don't want to sound demanding, but you will show me that tattoo when it's done. You will show me that tattoo, because I want to see that. Anyways, let's get back into it.
They're koi fish. They go with the flow, but they don't stop being what they are.
That's beautiful!
Hey, I like that. That's a great perspective. You want to accept the world for what it is without compromising yourself.
Yes, that is why I incorporated my bullet holes. I died for my cause because I care about it, and I always will. I can still be myself and make an impact on the world without expecting to completely change it.
Well, dang, Reza. That's a beautiful way of looking at things.
Good job, Reza. Look at you go! Look at you go! And hello, Brian. It's so good to see you. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. How are you?
Is it? You should hear the mail that comes from his beautiful mouth now. The world belongs to those who let go.
Doesn't marriage mean shit? Huh? Momo!
He whose desires are few gets them. He whose desires are many goes astray. My dear Reza has fallen from reason and breathed the opiate of the masses, religion, into his dead lungs.
Why are you so angry? I finally listened to you, to both of you. I am learning to accept what I cannot change.
I am upset because I thought I was dating a freethinker like myself, not one who quotes from ancient books.
Oh dear God.
Well, what's he talking about, Reza? You find some kind of religion?
Well, yes. I think I have been looking for answers for a long time, and I started to find them in the Tao Te Ching.
Oh, okay. So there's conflict with the fact that, like, they both used to be against religion, and now Reza's found a religion that might have the answers for him. And Momo doesn't like that. Oh boy. Doing pretty good. I finished some art yesterday, and I'm currently out in Frisco just enjoying the atmosphere. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. I've been having a lot of fun snow days, and before you showed up, Sammy finally bit the bullet and texted her dad about getting a tattoo. Look, I'm still shocked I even managed to convince myself to do it on the stream, but I did. I think my dad's asleep right now, so I don't know if he'll, answer the text, but if he does, I'm gonna be actually surprised. Okay, he hasn't read it yet. Never mind! Never mind! My dad read the text! Shit, he's typing. Sorry, topic on hold, guys. My dad is responding right now. My dad doesn't normally type this long. Like, my dad is a one-note guy when it comes to our text messages. Most of the time, our text messages are, good morning, good morning. Like, it's not even that. It's G-morn. Which is like a little thing that me and Peppa say to each other to say good morning. It's G-morn. Oop, I guess it's one of those. I guess. I don't know. Okay, I'm not gonna look at it. I'm just gonna wait for the message to show up, and then I'm going to see what happens. And thank you, Brian. I appreciate it. Oh, my dad doesn't normally text this long. This is scary. This is actually scary. Okay. My dad is normally like that. Okay. Anyways, we're gonna take over. You got it.
Ugh, I thought you were an intelligent man, but here you are believing in yet another sky daddy that will only hurt you.
Disqualifying the positive?
Momo buddy Reza here is looking more content, and he says he's feeling more content. Is finding some kind of faith only bad for him?
Yes, there is contentment in reason alone because only reason is true.
Well, it depends on the person. Like, sometimes, people need faith. Sometimes people can rely on no faith at all. Sometimes they can rely on only reason. I rely on, the faith of Roigiki because that is the god that me and Louie follow. But I don't disqualify reason either. You can have both reason and faith. My grandfather would get furious every time I had a SpongeBob tattoo back in the day. It was very annoying and also scary when he got so aggressive about it. Wait, was it one of those water tattoos that kids would put on? Was it one of those? You'll be okay, girl. Sammy is nervous. Usually you see that from me. My dad responded. Just a guy I know, not sure where he is, but I'm sure I could find him. You really have to do your research. That way you find someone with your style. Okay, that's fair. I'm pretty sure I might have just given my dad a little bit of a surprise there. Because again, me and my dad, we don't really talk outside of like saying good morning to each other or like at family functions. We don't talk outside of that really. So the fact that he had like a really rational response, I'm like, huh, okay. But the fact he's like, you have to do your research, I like that about my dad. That was nice of him to say. But I'm also like, I'm sure I could find him. I'm like, but at least it went well. I'm pretty sure my mom's about to get a text being like, why is Sammy talking about tattoos? I'm pretty sure my mom is about to get a text from my dad. Because here's the thing, my parents, for the record, my parents are separated. They are not officially divorced because like it was too expensive for them, but they are basically divorced, but they're still good friends because like they obviously like they care about each other, they have good arrangements, and they care about me. So I'm pretty sure he's probably texting my mom right now being like, why is our daughter talking about tattoos? What has she been saying? And for the record, I have not talked to my mom about the whole tattoo thing. So that's about to be a conversation. I've talked to my husband about getting a tattoo, actually. I've talked to my husband about it before. But it doesn't come up a lot. But it's something I've considered for a long time. Yeah, that way we get at the ice cream truck. Oh, okay, I see. He got furious over a, like, non-permanent tattoo. Okay. She makes the same noise when I call... Shut up. Shut up. I mean, a tattoo is almost permanent. You gotta make it something you won't regret. Yeah. And this is actually something I've been planning for, like, years now. Like, almost, I want to say 6 years. I've considered getting this tattoo, so... I'm excited. We'll see how it goes. Worst comes to worst, if my dad doesn't tell me, I'm gonna ask my coworker because my coworker also has a lot of tattoos and I'm pretty sure she knows a good spot. If you're comfortable enough to share, what would you say your relationship is like with your father? Ooh, repairing. That is the best way I can put it. So, Sammy's about to go on a tangent here. So, unlike Aurora, where she has a really good relationship with her father, even though they've spent a lot of time apart, they are extremely close. My relationship with my father was a little bit turbulent. We're going to get into a little bit of my personal trauma. So, I'm going to be honest, I loved my dad. And I still love my dad. But our personalities didn't necessarily mesh well when I was a kid. Like, he loved me. And I know for a fact that he still loves me now. But he was very much like a no-nonsense kind of dad. He really wanted me to grow up. But I was really slow at the whole growing up thing, so he got annoyed with me a lot, and I mean, I accepted it. That was how my dad was. But then obviously, you know, my parents got divorced, And I didn't really feel the difference as much. Like, for the most part, I would, visit my dad every second weekend, and we would get along really well. Things changed when I was around, like, I want to say 15, 14 years old, when he started dating this one woman who would go on to regularly verbally abuse me. And at first, my dad would defend me. Because of course he would. Any good father would defend his daughter. But as time went on, he began to take her side. And our relationship got increasingly worse. Now he was joining in on the verbal abuse. And it got to the point where I was just like, I fell into depression. Like, I am not going to lie. Okay, I said this in the safety warnings, but just to give a trigger warning now, suicide. If this topic triggers you, please go now. I know I mentioned it at the beginning of stream of suicidal idealization, but if you just came in and this topic triggers you, you might want to run for like 3 minutes. Okay? 3, 2, 1. So, obviously, this treatment and a lot of the stuff I was going through at the time made me contemplate suicide. I was very close to killing myself in that house. So, as you can imagine, this completely damaged the image of the father that I loved. So I got the courage and I just left. And I told my mom, I don't want to see my dad. I told her what was happening, and I told her that for as long as he is dating that woman, I never want to see him again. And I never want to talk to him. And for about, I want to say a year, we didn't talk. Because at this point, his attention was fully on that woman. And our relationship basically broke. And I basically never talked to him. Even when we were in the same room, I wouldn't speak to him. That is how shit our relationship was for a good, I want to say at most a couple years. But then, he broke up with that woman. He realized that this woman only really had, like, vengeance and viciousness in her heart. She didn't necessarily care that she basically made him give up his daughter. And alongside some probably other reasons that I will never know, he left. And of course, since he was broke at the time, he moved in with me and my mom. He rented from my mom for a long time. And for a while, like, because my room was pretty big at my previous place, our room was split down through a curtain. So on the other side of the curtain, my dad was there. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, those first couple months were a little awkward with the fact that my dad was living with us again. And I didn't know how to feel. I was just like, I don't know how I feel about my dad being here. And to be honest, he really had a hard time talking to me. But I think what turned things around was I had saved up like some money to buy a Fire Emblem game that I really wanted. And I really wanted to buy it, but I was like, I have to wait till the weekend to ask my mom to go take me. And he was already out. And he overheard about the game. And he's like, hey, what game did you want to put on reserve? And I was like, oh, Fire Emblem Birthright. It's a 3DS game that I want. He went in fucking deep snow to buy me the game. And when he came home with it, he surprised me because I didn't know he was going to buy it. I was like, you bought it? And he's like, yeah. So I go to give him my money. And he's like, no. Take it. That's your birthday present. So, yeah. Needless to say, the reason why my relationship with my dad started repairing as much as it did was because of a fucking Fire Emblem game. So that's why I have some level of respect for Fire Emblem Fates, because it's what started the repair process between me and my dad. And over the years, we have resolved our differences. He's come to accept the fact that, like, there are parts of me that won't grow up to his standards, but there are parts of me that did change for the better. I became someone strong, like mentally. I became somebody who is now a teacher and taking care of kids. I am taking care of some kids who, I'm gonna be honest, he would not last 5 seconds with. But there I am, still working to basically make sure these kids at least have somebody. And I will admit, part of why our relationship has repaired as much as it did, it's because of his current partner, which I will not name. I love her to death, but I want to respect her privacy. She actually works alongside a lot of therapists, and she made a lot of strides to make sure that, like, the tie between me and my dad would not break again. She's like, no, Sammy is part of your family, so with me dating you, she is now a part of mine. She is my daughter. I do not care if she's from another woman. She is my daughter, and I will treat her as I treat my own children. And that was how, like, a lot of the healing started for us. And as you can see, nowadays, like, we don't talk a lot because my dad, again, a man of very few words, but he has shown up a lot for me in these past few years. He talks to me, like, every time we see each other. He's happy to see me. He even went out of his way to get me food on the last day of my child and youth care studies to celebrate with a meal that I used to get in my college, like, my programming days. It was a meal he always got me during my programming days, and he got that for me because he knew how much I loved it. And now we're in the process of eventually planning our wedding, and I did ask, like, can I rely on him to attend? And he's like, as long as you tell me, I'm gonna be there. Like, as long as I know where it is and what time it is, I'm gonna be there. So, yeah. Hopefully, you guys don't mind the little bit of a trauma dump. This game kind of is Trauma Dump the Game. But hopefully that answers your question, Brian, on how the relationship is with my dad. Again, it's very different from what Aurora's relationship is with her father, because while, like, Aurora and her father spent a lot of time apart, there was no blaming in what happened. And she knows that, like, if her dad could save her, he would have when she was a baby. But there was no saving her in that situation. So she just loves her father immensely. And he, on the other hand, like, doesn't care, like, who she became. As long as she became, like, somebody nice and somebody who grew up healthy, that's all he cared about. But yeah, I see, like, a couple messages. I'm gonna respond to them, and then I'm gonna be switching back to Aurora. Sammy, you better be prepared. I don't care if we're in the middle of an airport. I'm going to hug the shit out. Okay, note to self, don't eat anything that will actually make me shit. But I will accept that hug. I will accept that hug. Thank you, Virus. I appreciate it. It's a very complicated process from what I'm hearing. A lot going on, and through time, the pieces still need to get put back together. Also, your mom is really good for taking care of you, and I believe allowing your father to rent the place. Yes, my mother is an incredible person. Despite the fact she was hurt a lot by what my dad did, which caused their divorce, she still cared about him. She's like, no, I'm not leaving you in, like, the cold. Rent from us. Like, we'll help you. But I imagine it took a long time and still is to build back that love and trust. Yeah, it still is. But I'm at least at the stage now where I know I can always rely on my dad. My dad will always be there for me no matter what. There are going to be a lot of things that, you know, me and my dad will not agree on. And I've come to terms with that. Have I forgiven him for what happened with that lady? Kinda no. Kinda no. I don't think I ever will. However, have I come to the terms with the fact that maybe he might have been coerced? Perhaps. Should he have let that happen? No, not really. But I still love my dad. I still love my dad immensely. And I know that I am very excited for him to walk me down the aisle. And I know that, like, in my heart, I know that he's very excited to walk me down the aisle. Anyways, let's get back into Vampire Therapist. Whew, this turned into a therapy session. Oh, dear Lord.
Maybe that works for you, but it ain't gonna work for everyone. If belief gives Reza peace, why wouldn't you want that?
Ugh, that is the way a peasant thinks. Religion is used to keep your kind from rebelling against their lords.
Excuse me?
Well, maybe it was sometimes, but it don't sound like religion was forced on Reza. What do you say, Reza?
I'm not even religious. I'm just trying to find my peace with the world and understand my place in it. Why is that bad? You were right, Momo. I was getting so angry about things I couldn't change. But I am still here. I'm still me. I still believe in the fight for freedom, but I need to accept my place in that fight.
You're not wrong about that, darling. But I cannot believe that you would turn your back on reason to do it.
Momo! You hypocritical butts! As I hit my knee. Ow! I still respect my dad too, even if he doesn't love me or care about me. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Brian.
Reason told me that the universe is wrong and broken. The Tao tells me that the universe simply is.
Do you hear him? He sounds like a monk. He has given up on being a part of the world and now lives outside it.
I have done no such thing. I am just trying to make peace with my place in the world.
And the way to do that is to become a sheeple?
Momo, you bitch!
I understand now, I think. You don't respect people who don't think the way you do.
I don't respect people who spurn reason as the one true God.
Don't you understand? You're just as dogmatic as the ones who took over my country. You started the cult of reason for the sole purpose of mocking your fellow humans. I'm not surprised they cut off your head.
Reza, I know Momo is in the wrong here, but too far. Too far.
Oh, you like that I was beheaded, do you? Yes, they cut off my head because reason is the most terrifying thing in the world to the chained mind. And I would go through it again. In fact, I invite them to cut off my head again and again.
Why? What does it get you? Fine, you are smarter than everyone else. Now what? What does it make better? You think I am a fool? You disrespect me. You think I'm no different from a mullah or an inquisitor.
Mind reading.
Whoa, I'll stop you there, Reza. I know you're feeling judged, but you're mind reading here and going to extremes.
Sorry. Hold on. You know what we're fucking doing here. You know what we're fucking doing here.
So no head?
I don't know if respect is the right word. understand is probably what I mean. I think that's a good way to put it.
No, I'm afraid he isn't. It's true. I don't respect him, not anymore.
You serious? Reza finding a little piece has made you really see him differently?
It would be ridiculous for me to see him otherwise. I am a man of reason.
Then I feel sorry for you, Momo. You're an intelligent man. You have a deep understanding of the world, and that made you so attractive to me. But maybe you aren't curious about understanding other people. I think we both know this relationship has been over for a while.
I would have been content if you had simply adapted to the cold embrace of reason as I have. We could have enjoyed intellectual pursuits together for eternity.
I will only ever be me, Momo.
That is a shame. Very well, therapist. I hope you are happy. You've destroyed the relationship.
Momo, you can't blame me for that. That's the conclusion you both came to yourselves. If you have incorrigible differences, then of course the relationship isn't going to work out. Yes, you can communicate as much as possible, and as a therapist, Sam can guide you through that. However, if you guys really can't find common ground, then unfortunately, that might be a situation where you have to break up. Because otherwise it's going to be toxic, and you guys might fight a lot more. Is breaking up a shitty thing to do? Yes. But you don't blame anyone else other than both of yourselves for what happened. Because at the end of the day, a relationship is a two-way street. You can't blame one person for breaking up your relationship, whether it be your former partner, yourself, or in this case, an outsider like a therapist. Two-way street. Both of you had differences you couldn't agree on.
Hombre, I ain't here to save or destroy your relationship. I'm here to find reality, no matter what it is. Man of reason ought to appreciate that, right?
I suppose so. It seems that reality bites, with fangs sharper than my own.
That's it then. Maybe it is better that we find our own paths.
Perhaps my needs are better fulfilled elsewhere.
I mean, we don't have to end that part of our relationship.
Am I witnessing friends with benefits developing?
Indeed, no. It would be a pity if I could not see that airy chest again.
You mean this one?
Why is that cute? Why is that cute? Why is that cute? Why is that cute?
Yes, that one. Your animal side should still be intact, yes?
I am the same person, Momo.
Oh, well, then this is acceptable.
I will still move out. The castle is too much for me, but I think we can still have fun.
You two gonna be okay then?
I imagine so. I will be Momo, Reza will be Reza. Reason says it cannot be otherwise.
Well, I'm sorry we couldn't have a fairy tale ending here, but if we're not fighting reality, I think we're doing the prudent thing. If y'all need me, I'll be here for you.
Thank you. I think I would like a therapist.
Yay!
I'll give you my Vmail address. Well, I guess we're done here, huh?
Yes. It is sad, but I am relieved.
That's just how life goes sometimes, ain't it? All right, you two, I'll let you get going then. I hope the new arrangement will be good for both of you.
Well, I suppose I'll still get what I want. Very well, therapist. Bonne nuit to you.
And Khodafez. An unexpected end to the evening, but perhaps the best one we could hope for. Reza seems to have found some measure of peace, and Momo is not ready to be flexible in his thinking yet. It is common among our kind.
Instead, we get a freaky time ending. Yeah, we did.
So I'm discovering. I wish I could have helped them two find some kind of middle ground, though.
It isn't up to you, my dear. A couple is not a unit, but one and one.
Exactly.
And who knows? Perhaps in 1,000 years, Momo and Reza will be a wonderful couple.
True, you never know.
Relationships ain't easy in life or death, I reckon. But this was probably a growing experience for both of them. Truth be told, even though it didn't work out, I'm a little envious.
It need not be so, Samuel. I am certain that there are many who would love to experience a passionate, compassionate cowboy.
Oh, shucks, boss. If it happens, it happens. I ain't in no rush.
I shouldn't say this. I shouldn't say this. Like, Andy's implied that some people have a kink of a compassionate cowboy. My kink is words of affirmation during the act. That is all.
Then I hope you will be caught by surprise, my dear. Well, I will leave you to it. Tonight is the last night of Bachfest. Hope you will go out and enjoy the music.
I will. Now that Wilhelm's in good hands, I can relax and enjoy it.
Do so, my friend. Your evening off is well earned. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Andy. Thank you. No rush, huh? Bullshit.
Well, I was hopeful for them too, fellas, but I think Rez has just outgrown Momo. Love ain't easy for us immortals, but I gotta hope. What do you think, Johan? Think there's any hope for us old folks?
Talking to dead men again?
Oh,
Joanna, hey! I was hoping I'd
Joanna!
see you
Oh,
again
Joanna,
tonight.
excuse me.
That was some mighty fine flute playing you did the other night.
Thank you, Sam. You're an old soul, I think. I wasn't surprised you liked Bach.
I'm pretty sure she's not a vampire.
Well, the man certainly had a gift.
Did you end up finding his children?
Yeah, I did actually. I think they're in a better place now.
Being dead is in a better place?
My kick is beep!
Oh, it ain't so bad. You get used to it after a while, right?
You are a very odd duck. Has anyone ever told you that?
A duck!
I don't think so, but I like the sound of it.
Then you are a very odd duck, Sam.
You gotta tell me something, though. How do you play the flute like that with fangs?
Sam?
Fangs? You don't know how to play the flute at all, do you, Sam? You just bring the head to your lips, loosen your jaw, and blow.
Oh.
Would you like me to teach you how to play Bach, Sam?
Oh, very much, ma'am. Very much. I'm afraid I'm heading back to the States soon, though.
So am I. But we don't need to worry about that right now. Bach will play all night.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
What do you say, partner?
I am saving! Do I take a chance on love? Or do I focus on myself? I saved just in case this turns out bad. I'm gonna take a chance. Take a chance on this!
You got a point. We don't control the future. All we got is now.
So what should we do with now?
There's something I love doing more than anything. Something I usually do alone, but right now, I'd love to have you join me.
Huh?
Oh, what's that, Sam?
Joanna, I'd be honored if you'd take a walk with me.
Oh!
Why, I'd be tickled pink, sir.
Yeah! Oh! Sounds like I'm playing the drums on my thighs because I'm so excited. Oh my god! Why are you blocking me? Look at that! Look at that! That's such a cute ending! The Bach Institute! The Bach Institute actually contributed to this. This is great. If you're reading this, we think you're awesome. We'd probably be friends IRL. Thank you for supporting Little Bad Games. Yay! Wow! Wow! That was fucking awesome! So guys, we managed to complete the DLC for Vampire Therapist! We've already completed one of our goals for the year! I do see these though. I'm gonna check what this is. Oh. Guys! We're not done! There is still one part of this game that we can go through, and that is the Blood of Troy, Spanish Nights, and Fathoms Below. This is basically a free DLC that was added to the game where we have to be Andy's counselor. So we have a little bit left to complete this game. Holy shit! But we finished the DLC, which means I have completed one of my goals for this year, which I'm super happy about. But I will say, we will still see Vampire Therapist for a little longer because we still have these counseling sessions with Andy, so cross your fingers. But with that being said, I think that's gonna be it for Vampire Therapist today. That was a really cute fucking ending. I'm like, I didn't know where the ending was gonna go, and to be honest, I'm a little bit like, wait, Andy got, no, not Andy, Sam fucking got someone, and I think that is super fucking cute. I love that for Sam. Sam deserves somebody. It's so cute. But today was kind of all over the place, wasn't it? We talked about trauma, tattoos, kinks, and overall it was a pretty fun stream. But like always, I think I want to sing something if that's okay. Alright. It's been so very long since Lady Luck kissed you. Still, you listen for her song and pray that she missed you. Dead inside, cause you know it's all pretend. Close your eyes, cause you're going off the deep end again. You're living for the rush of that royal flash, but you take what you can get. You play your final ace for a pretty face. Tastes like scotch and cigarettes, and you can't help needing to believe, though your odds are bleak, till you break your losing streak. No. You're living for the rush of that royal flush, but the next best thing will do. You wanna spare your chips on these rosy lips, try to get me next to you, cause you can't help needing to believe in finding what you seek, till you break your losing streak. Woo! Oh my gosh. I don't know if I'll ever get tired of singing Losing Streak, because, like, it is such a smooth fucking song. I love it so much. Hey, Sammy, do you want to try that song you sang on stream last time? Oh, the Ella song? I mean, yeah, sure. No promises it's gonna sound good. I'm gonna try. just always overreacting. Lately I've been feeling so out of practice with everyone. Can't put up with anyone, yeah. When you're left in your own mess, it's not my problem. You lash out, start to freak out. So find out from somebody else. You pass your trauma to me. So beat me like a punching bag. I can take more hits than you'll ever get. Watch me bleed into nothing, I'm already dead. So beat me like a punching bag. I won't even dignify you, response, it's engagement that you crave, it's what you want, you're betraying. Innocent state where you fly, you're pacing, over graves paved or you fall. Could be something you said, calling yourself a friend. I just wanted to end cause you keep beating me down. So find help from somebody else. You pass your trauma to me. So beat me like a punching bag. I can take more hits than you'll ever get. Watch me bleed into nothing, I'm already dead. So beat me like a punching bag. When you're left in your own mess, you lash out. Don't pass your trauma to me. So watch me bleed into nothing, cause you can't put it to rest. Soon you'll have nobody left. So be me, so be me, so be me like a punching bag. I can take more hits than you'll ever get. Watch me bleed into nothing, I'm already dead. So beat me like a punching bag. So beat me like a punching bag. I can take more hits than you'll ever get. Watch me bleed into nothing, I'm already dead. So beat me like a punching bag. Yeah! Woo! I actually punched the air there. That kind of hurt. Whew. Emotional music. That's my type of music. Yeah. So I had picked that song since my character Ella in Girls Night Season 2 had basically gotten beaten into the ground by an enemy general who made her feel worthless. So this song was supposed to be used in the event that we had another fight with them and Ella took the main stage. And it was her way of being like, fuck you. You made me feel worthless. I can't do anything to fight back. But if I could lash out, this is what I would do. I think there's another song that I'd be willing to try that is from the, we'll say the Ella catalog. I don't know if it'll sound good though. I've never practiced it, so hopefully you guys don't mind it. This is a song that's coming up in Ella's arc eventually. What's it for? You'll never know until it happens in campaign. This is by Pierce the Veil, so hopefully you guys enjoy it. So far, so far, so fake. Don't wanna answer the phone, rather watch it rain. Away, take me away. Before I begin to enjoy the metallic taste, the world is twisted. I know you wanna distance yourself from me. The head is only a dangerous getaway. I'm cauterizing the veins you lacerate. In the end, you took it all away from me. having too much growl with my singing. So I'm hoping that I eventually can work a little bit more on those vocals. So hopefully you guys enjoyed a test run of this song. We'll see how I improve it. I always love your singing, so the experimentation makes it better. Really, really, like me actually experimenting with my voice, like you actually enjoy that? Oh, and hello, Cordy. It's so good to see you. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Kellen Quinn, ex-singer Pierce the Veil music on my feed, the lead singer of Sleeping with Sirens, and did 3 songs for... He did songs for Sonic for Tears? What the fuck? Anyways, Aurora, would you like to sing the last song? You got it! And let's keep in theme while changing it up a notch.
Hello, it's me. With your smile, turn the world upside down.
Sit down, I'm gonna tell ya a little story about a sad little fella. He was a dapper Cinderella. Oh, let me tell ya, it made the others jealous. They made him cry, spit in his eye. How could they pick on such a friendly little guy? This town was kinda broken, not the kind of place you leave your doors open. Full of backwards, broke men, still he was coping. Yeah, he was dreaming, hoping he'd get away, maybe someday. But on the radio, his mama used to play. When it feels like all the world is wearing a frown, put a smile on and spread it around. With your smile, turn the world upside down. Woo! La da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da. Well, now we have the spirit. It would smile every time he'd hear it. So knew every single lyric. Oh, he would sing it. In his sleep he'd dream it. All day and night. Through every fright. You wouldn't judge him if you knew what it was like. And as luck would have it, he got rewarded for his near weird habit. He earned a fat green sack of cabbage, and he planned to stash it. He was living lavish that fateful day. He ran away, and he could hear the song his mama used to play. When it feels like all the world is wearing a frown, put a smile on and spread it around. With his smile, he turned the world upside down. La da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da. When it feels like all the world is wearing a frown, put a smile on and spread it around. With my smile, I turn the world upside down. Woo! Alrighty, everyone. With that being said, I think that's gonna be it for today's stream. But like always, why don't we rate someone? Let's see who's online. Oh my god. How many are streaming tonight? What the fuck? Just gotta look around. Do a little peeksies. I think we should go say hi to Kura, because I realize that Kura is hiding in my chat here, and I think it would be good to say hi. Wouldn't you guys agree? We're gonna go see the Fae. Alright, everyone. Remember, when we go into someone else's stream, we're gonna say, Misfit Red! Make sure you copy your raid message. And let's go see Kura. Bye!